Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Sanchez from National Latino Education Institute, and we have a great show for you today on our show EMPOWERU with NLEI. So just as a friendly reminder, please give us a call, 312-738-1060. This is an interactive show, so you guys are more than welcome to give us a call with comments or questions. We'd be more than happy to take them. So today, what we're going to be focusing on is we brought a special guest today. She will talk a little bit more about herself and what she has done, but she is an NLEI student, and she just finished the program maybe a couple months ago, maybe about 2 months ago?
Yes, end of April.
End of April, and it's called the STEM Training for Trades program. So right now, we are actually promoting a program called STEM Training for Trades, and the focus is manufacturing, electric skills, trade skills, and what's the next one? I already forgot, but they basically learn everything that has to do with manufacturing, trades, electrical concepts, and manufacturing mechanical concepts. I apologize. And she could talk more about the actual program because she actually went through it. She can say what she learned. They do have a career development section in the program. Am I right?
Yes.
So this program is going to start August 22nd. So if anyone's interested, they can give us a call. Our number is 773-247-0707. And again, I'm just showing the address right there. We're located on 39th and Damon on 2011 West Pershing Road. You can visit us on our website or give us a call. And then please follow us on our social media. We have LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. We're actually starting a Snapchat. So it's NLEI.Pershing. So we have a lot of fun things going on, and we're going to have some fun things going on in August as well that we're going to talk about more later today. And we also have one more guest that's going to show today, and we're excited to introduce her, and we'll be introducing her shortly. She's here from a veteran organization that I think you guys are going to really enjoy hearing about. So, Irma, can you please tell us a little bit about what your background? Just introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, my name is Irma Millirons. I am a former student of the NLEI STEM training program. I enjoyed that program a lot. Prior to joining the program, I worked at a library as a custodian. Unfortunately, I got laid off. So while I was waiting to do something else, I did Uber. And then I found the program through a Facebook employment page.
Right here.
And then I inquired about it, because within the flyer it said looking for people to join the program, and they specifically asked for veterans also. And I am a proud veteran, United States Air Force. Aim high. Yes. So I called. Jennifer called back. I mean, like less than 2 hours. I was shocked because I know sometimes nonprofits are very busy. So she called back. She said, "Yep, come on down. Bring this information." I did that. I talked to the other young lady. What's her name?
Lisbeth.
Yes. She's also very nice. She's walked me through the paperwork. They walked me through the assessment test that they have you do, and I enjoyed every step of the process of doing this. And I'm very proud to say that I'm a graduate of this program.
Wonderful. So I know that today our topic of focus was the upside of being laid off, and you yourself can talk about the fact that you were laid off for whatever reason, and there are some positives to being laid off, like going back to school.
Well, yes, throughout the program, it's strict. Well, first of all, let me say, my veteran background, being a vet, when you're in the service, you are trained constantly. So training is not something that I will shy away from. I value education. I value training. I value companies that promote training within the company, because that promotes innovation. So that within itself was made me really wanted to join this program, and I'm very happy to have joined it.
Yes, and I think that's great, and I think that that's good to emphasize that we do service vets, and we are helping vets, and our goal is to expand and help the vet population more, because you know, we change lives. We inspire and change lives. Right. And I know that in the training you can talk about specifics, like you got your CDL Class A permit. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, well, I had the, first let me say at NLEI, they have have awesome teachers, Mr. Hansberry and Mr. Randy. Mr. Randy was my teacher. He's a very inspiring person as well as a great teacher. And in the first few weeks, they teach you the CDL, and they go over with you the manual and everything. And I passed my test in the first try, and he was so surprised and proud for me. It was like coming back to your proud dad. Yay! So I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And when you pass it, he's always stressing to inform others and teach others, because sometimes others are not as a test. When you get to a test, you get nervous. You tend to forget things. So when we came back, we told everyone, you know what, just take a deep breath. Take your time and just take the test, and eventually everyone passed it in our class. It was a very proud moment.
Yes, and I think that that's something that's really important to highlight. We do provide a lot of social support,
Yes.
a lot of resources,
Yes.
and I know we focus a lot on career development, and I know you can talk more about that. Can you tell us a little bit of how we focus on career development, the STEM Training for Trades program?
Throughout the program, you are told of you are introduced to companies that want to hire you. During that time, you're also, given a little refresher on how to do an interview, refresh up your resume and stuff like that. We even went on field trips. Shocking to me, but I enjoyed it, because you get out into the community, and the community knows there are people who are looking for employment, and NLEI is a great place, to bridge the gap. They help and they talk and say, look, these are people that you will bring value to your company.
Wow, that's great testimony, and we really appreciate Irma, everything that she's saying, especially from someone that is a veteran, that is very disciplined. I know that I always watched her, and I know I kept an eye on you because you were someone that I worked with closely, was enrolling into the program, so I thought, yeah, Irma's gonna do well. I know she's gonna do very well in the program. So now during the program, I know that you did social services, you did career development. Can you tell us a little bit more of the CAST exam, which I know it's a big part of the STEM Training for Trades program?
Well, the CAST exam, which I found really great, is that they give you a booklet, and this booklet helps you refresh how to take a test, look for clues on taking a test, and just refresh, because we do not, in every day, we take it for granted of using the skills that we have. So it's great to, every once in a while to refresh, because at each interview, at each company, they're going to give you assessments. And, instead of going in there nervous after going through the program, you go in there like, yeah, I can do this. Bring that assessment on. So I enjoyed it. Mr. Rand was an awesome teacher. Any question that you had, he was going to stop. We're gonna do this question step by step.
So we have a caller right now. Hi, caller. Can you tell us your comment or your question?
Yes, my name is Ed Hansbrough, and I'm simply calling. I'm listening to the program, and I'm calling to find out whether or not are there any age restrictions on this program? I mean, does it cater to young people, or what's the target population?
So I know that for our programs, you have to be 18 and up. That's all programs. You have to have a high school diploma or a GED, as well as we do a tape exam, so we make sure you're in 9th grade reading, math, and language level. Now this program that we have, that STEM Training for Trades, we are looking for the people that have been laid off and on unemployment. So this program is funded through a specific pot where those are the requirements. So we are, like Irma's case, she was let go, and this was something that this is who we're looking for that program. Now that doesn't mean that if you're not laid off or you're not unemployed, you can't call us and take advantage of other programs, because there's still a lot of other programs that are in the trades, that are in medicine, that are in business, that someone could take advantage of. Thank you very much, caller. So I know that you were talking about, refresh my memory, because I know the caller just called in. We were talking about the program. We were talking about you were excited about the test and
the CAS exam. So the CAS exam is given by a lot of manufacturing companies, a lot of utility companies, and it's basically to prepare you for these tests, because these tests can be a little daunting and a little intensive. But with the training from the STEM training, I mean, you come in like, bring it on. I felt so confident taking the test. I just recently took an assessment test and I passed it with flying colors.
Wonderful.
They like called my name and I was just like sitting there like, NLEI.
So that's great, and I know that I wanted to touch a little bit more about now after the fact. You are hunting, you are job hunting.
Yes.
It's been a couple of months. How has NLEI worked with you in regards to the aftermath of the program?
They don't forget about you, which is support. Everybody needs support, during and after. You don't want to feel like you're being left, because sometimes, it can, you get a little frustrated by, people, companies have a process, and sometimes you get a little frustrated. But with NLEI, they go out and they will give you emails, they'll call. My teacher has emailed me. I mean, I don't know. You get a support system there. And even though I graduated, I go up there and may have to refresh my resume. I can do that at any time, as long as I let them know I'm on the property. And that's just good to have. I use them as well as my community library, and I just see them as something that's just a part of the community that I can fall back on.
That's wonderful, and I know that's something good to point out, because we do have a CTC that's open to the community. I know sometimes going to a library, it could take a while. You might only get an hour or half an hour, but we actually have a computer lab the community can utilize. Just bring your ID, let them know what you're there for. And a lot of people use it to find jobs, build resumes, I know that in social services, the team that's there is great about making sure. Do you know how to dress for an interview?
Right.
Did you call? Did you follow up? Did you send a follow-up thank you letter?
They gave you a mock interview. I mean, you went through the whole thing. I mean, they try to get you in every situation so you don't feel, overwhelmed and nervous. And, I feel very confident when I go out now.
That's great. I know that that's something that we wanted to highlight. And the STEM Training for Trades program, as I mentioned, it's going to be starting August 22nd. So definitely, if anyone's looking to enhance their skills, we also have other classes that are starting September 6th, medical and business, or medical assistants, office specialists, phlebotomists. Classes are going to start in the fall. So we definitely want to highlight. And the reason why we also wanted to focus a lot on, layoffs, the services that we do for vets. We do accept the GI Bill, so I know that in your case you didn't have to utilize the GI Bill, but we did, we have done it with family members of vets, and we are looking to still service more vets in that area. Whoever's looking to get training, that is an easy, fast process for them. I know that I've heard from one veteran's wife who used his benefits. She said it was very easy for her to enroll. It's just like you come in, and I think you can say that we're pretty good to work with. It's not like we're going to keep making interviews with you. We're not going to keep giving you beating around the bush, or it's like, hey, come in, come this day, bring the stuff that we need, let's get it over with. And even me, I say, hey, if you have some time of half a day, let's take it care of that. I think I told you that. Let's take care of it all, instead of you coming back and forth. And I know you have a travel, right? I know I travel, and we all have a travel time. So we want to make sure that we maximize your time and we respect your time as well. So I think that's really important. So again, this is a live call-in show. So definitely, if anyone has any questions about the program, STEM Training for Trades, we do have an alum here that can talk about the program. The number is 312-738-1060. Oh,
and I also want to say, any veteran out there that Illinois is one of the few states that, as a veteran, if you discharge and come back to the state after discharge, they will pay for any state education. They will pay the full ride.
Yes, and that's really important to highlight. And I know that we definitely want to service the vets, and I know we're partnering with different organizations, so I'm excited for the next guest that's going to be here, who's going to talk about all that great stuff. But now, I know that I wanted to talk a little bit more about you, because you actually have a bachelor's degree.
Yes,
so I
do.
kind of wanted you to talk a little bit about that bachelor's degree, because I think that's important to know. Sometimes, and we hear it all the time on TV, right? People are out of job, college students are out of job, they can't get jobs, all that stuff. And I think I want to talk about that, the whole bachelor's degree and going back to school after a bachelor's degree.
Well, my story of getting my bachelor's degree is a little different. When I had to get permission from my mom to join the service. And the promise was, in order for her to sign for me, I had to get a college education. Wow. So when I came back, that was one of my goals. And she saw me walk across the stage. So.
Wow, that's a wonderful story. Now I know in the military, where were you again? Can you talk about the military?
I was stationed in Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. I worked at a 1,000-bed hospital. I was a cardiopulmonary technician. So basically, I gave pulmonary tests. I took blood. I worked the floors. I know how to save you. I took so many CPR classes, you don't even want to know. But yeah, I worked in the hospital for 4 years. I also I was, when I joined the service, it was when we was in the first Iraqi war. So I have a medal for that. So I'm very proud of my service.
Wow, and I know that Irma, we're all very proud of her, and we're looking forward for an employer to give us a call. Even right now, we're giving her a little spotlight because we do want her to find a secure, stable job with a great employer. And we have so many partners out there. So if you're watching and you have a job opening and you're like, hey, I like Irma, give us a call, right? Our number is 773-247-0707. You can ask for Jennifer and say, hey, connect me with Irma. I know that Irma has some skills and I want to connect with her and I want to potentially offer her a job opportunity. So that's what we want. We want to make sure that our veterans get taken care of at NLEI, and we want to make sure our whole community gets taken care of because we service everybody. African American, Latino, Asian, Caucasian, whatever it is, we service. But definitely, we thank you very much. And I'm going to show again. I wanted to thank you, Irma, very much for coming on the show. I think this is great. And I wanted to show again our address. It's 2011 West Pershing Road, Chicago, Illinois. You could definitely visit us at www.nlei.org, and our phone number's right there. And again, if you have a job opportunity for Irma, give me a call. My name is Jennifer. So I'll definitely be talking more about that in a little bit. And then again, here's our social media links for everybody. So right now, I'm actually gonna introduce our new guest. Yay! We have Michelle here, and Michelle Smith. I know she's gonna talk more about what she does with her organization at Veteran Upward Bound at Roosevelt University. Yes, she's here promoting all right vet organizations all the way. So I'm not a vet, but I have worked with vets, and I can say that they are so disciplined, and I admire working with them because you say, hey, when you work with a vet, it's like, I suggest you do this, this, and that, and they do it. And they're so appreciative, and they send you thank you letters. So I definitely, it's a definitely great population to work with, and I know you can talk more about that. So can you please introduce yourself, Michelle?
I'm Michelle Smith. I am with the Veterans Upward Bound program at Roosevelt University. We are located downtown on Michigan and Madison. So we're right across the street from the Bean. It's a great view. Yes. Roosevelt is a fabulous school. So our students are returning to school, just like Irma. The difference is the Department of Ed funded a program beginning in 1972 to provide assistance and support to veterans who were seeking their bachelor's degree or anything in between. So we work with vets, we work with all vets, let me clear that up. Our mission is to work with vets who have not completed a bachelor's degree. But we would work with someone like Irma or someone who has a master's simply because they're a veteran, and we serve vets because 50% of our staff are vets. My director, Chris Holko, is a 20-year retired major in the U.S. Army. I'm 12 years into the Army, so I forgive Irma. My colleague, Danu Scaria, he is an alum of the TRIO family of programs, and those programs are here to help all students from middle school all the way up to college. And there are different programs servicing different age groups. So we're the only program in the family of programs, of TRIO programs, who services exclusively adults. So our vets are anywhere from, I had a vet who was 19 years old, and he had just gotten off the plane. He was still dusty. He was still dusty, and he was like sleepy, he was dusty, and he was like, I gotta enroll in this program. I was like, don't you want to go home and change your uniform? So up until it's ageless. So I think currently our most mature vet is 72.
Wow.
And he is enrolled in school at the city colleges.
Wow. So I think the reason why we're excited, and I'm sure excited working with you guys, because I know that we're going to have some events coming up together. We're going to partner together. Like I mentioned, I worked with vets and I have done resumes, and we're going to have an actual resume event going on, and I know that I can let Michelle talk more about that. It's going to be at her site, but I'm going to go and help out, and you know, we do employment services, and I know sometimes not everyone can get to a bachelor's or a master's, but she's definitely gonna say, hey, you know, there is a program called NLEI, why don't you check them out, you know?
Right. So I really was very excited about the STEM program. One of the reasons that people return to school is because they want to improve their economic status. They want to make more money. And so everyone is not cut out to do a 4-year academic plan. Many times people consider the associates the 2 to 3 year program, or a certificate program like the STEM program or some of the other programs that are out there. But our purpose is to help people navigate the waters, to know the questions to ask, to find the people and the resources. Many vets we serve are disabled, so it's important that they know that they have resources available to them. And in addition to that, we understand that an adult student is different than any other learner because we have family responsibilities, we have life issues, we've been out of school for anywhere from a year to 2 decades. And so we return to school needing some assistance, and often a vet can spend his resources or her resources taking those classes which are repetitive. They're refresher classes and you need them, but you don't really need to pay for them. So that's why we're here. So in addition to providing refresher classes and computer skills, we also work with different organizations and partner with people like NLEI. And we provide workshops, we provide one-on-one training, we have individualized tutoring, as well as we have some online resources. So one of the events that we have coming up in August is we're going to work with,
Not that one? Oh, this one?
Oh, that's it.
Which one?
Give me
This
one. So we're going to work with NLEI, and we have not settled on a date yet, but we're going to work with them to present a workshop for writing resumes and cover letters. And that's how we get an entree into any position. And we're going to follow that up with a LinkedIn workshop so that people can understand how important that social media image is. And we have a few things coming up in addition to the NLEI workshop. One of them is for our student veterans. We have a back-to-school bowling party. And that's on August 5th, and that's always a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We bowl, we eat.
So where exactly is your address? What's your address? So if someone wants to call right now and call you guys and get connected, where do they go or who do they call?
So our exact address is 18 South Michigan, and we are in Suite 715. Our phone number is 312-462-7533, which is my number, my direct line. 7534, which is the general number. 7531, which is Danu's number, and 7532, which is the director's number.
Nice. So I'm just going to quickly just show right here. We have an event that she brought, just dancing with the veterans. So that's something, if you want to learn more about it, you can definitely reach out to Michelle. And then we're also going to show this event right here. I wish I can turn it around. Let's do maybe something like that. So you guys can definitely, there's information there. And definitely you can definitely call if you have more questions. Oops. There we go. Let's do Zoom 3.
Okay.
There we go. So
and then we're also providing a workshop at the end of August for CPR training and CPR certification, which is generally $100, but for veterans, it's free.
Nice. So again, I thank you very much for your time, guys. That's all the time we have today. Jennifer Sanchez, 773-247-0707. This is Empower You with NLEI. You guys have a great day.
Bye-bye.